Hey, what's going on, my dude? It's your boy Andy here. So today is Sunday. It's mid-afternoon. It's supposed to be the mood. It's supposed to be in the mood for more kid shows. Well, let's not waste no time. Let's get to it. So, kid shows, right? So, I like kid shows. It's something nostalgic to me. I remember a few of them. Well, more than a few. Let's just get into it. So, remember this one guy was in Aardvark in Ellis City? Well, you heard right. It's Arthur. Well, I can't believe it. It's still ongoing, and plus, be making a separate vlog about the emergency alert system. In fact, I think I'll do this after I record this vlog here. So, well, obviously, my favorite character is Arthur, the brain, Mr. Rapper. He's kind of a cool guy. He's kind of like a nice guy. Plus, I've seen countless guest stars like Mr. Rogers. I'll do that in a minute. Well, my least favorite character is DW, obviously because, I talked with I know a buddy of mine who watched that show. He hated DW as well too. She's just a brat. And how could she be a brat? I don't know. Maybe she's wild the way. Well, I was a bit of a brat, but not that much. Seriously, I like Arthur because of its traditional cartoon animation and live action segments like a word from us kids. I think I think it's like my sort of second favorite segment. I just like the animation best. So comment down below if you watched Arthur when you were a kid. It's like I think it's like in the 1990s. The next show I'm talking about is Miss Rogers' Neighborhood, apparently. Mr. Rogers like whisking us to the neighborhood of make-believe. Besides, he guest starred in an episode of Arthur. And to me, that certain episode of that, it kicked that nostalgia. My nostalgia just kicked in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Also, Benny Bart said, "It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood." My guess you can see clips of it on the internet. I think it resurfaced. Plus, I think another show I'm gonna talk about. I like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and plus, it's like the ending of it. Seriously, if you watched it, that's perfect. Plus, I've seen this clip of it on a video by Blame by George. Well, this episode, I remember this stuff. Well, there's one of the episodes called Conflict. I haven't seen it. Well, I never seen it because I wasn't born in the 80s. Well, it was during the Cold War. A nuclear arsenal, fallout shelters. It's the Cold War in a kid show form. Think I was born during the Cold War. Now, this spin-off of Arthur, it's like a continuation of it. I guess it didn't last. Well, it's called Postcards from Buster. And to me, I kind of like the POV style of it because Buster's like in the real world with his camera and like these different locations across the country, like Vermont, Oregon. Plus, he traveled with this band. I don't know what it's called, but I think also he traveled with his dad. To me, that's kind of great. Seriously, well, I think there's one episode I saw called Sugar Time because Buster was in Vermont. Best episode yet because making maple syrup. If you, well, I think it got pulled off from PBS because of controversy of lesbian couple. Well, I didn't know what lesbian couples were until the LGBT LGBT community, or whatever it's called these days. Seriously, I like Postcards from Buster. It's like most the two shows were Arthur and Postcards from Buster. Two shows from the Arthur franchise. Next up is let's see, Scooby Doo. Well, have you seen Scooby Doo? It can't. It's still going. Not since since the late '60s, 1969 to be exact, in September. And plus, I think it was released before Sesame Street came out. Now those two shows from the '60s. Plus, I watched Sesame Street. I think I can interchange between Scooby Doo and Sesame Street at the same time. So Scooby Doo had these these spin-offs and other shows. It's a form of continuation. Plus, the best one was in 1976 with the new Scooby-Doo show. Plus the new Scooby-Doo movies, because the new Scooby-Doo movies was like, well, and they were technically movies, but hour-long episodes. Some of them are Josie and the Pussycats, Speed Buggy, Sandy Duncan. The best one yet is Batman and Robin, because I'm a huge fan of Batman. Don't judge me, alright? Seriously, just don't judge me, because I like Batman. Also, there's Robin and also the Joker and Penguin. Plus I've seen, back in 2001, or maybe it was in 2002, I got Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. Well, it was a dedication to, Hanna-Barbera. Seriously. Well, it was dedication to, it was dedication that William Hanna, one of the creators of Hanna-Barbera. And, it was kind of a great movie because what the trilogy of Scooby-Doo movies from the 90s were like, let's see, there was Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, Scooby-Doo and the Invaders, Scooby-Doo and Witch's Ghost, and Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. Plus, I like the voice actor for Shaggy and for Scooby-Doo, Scott Ennis. The guy voiced Scooby-Doo and Shaggy because it was perfect. Well, the best one of all those other four movies are obviously Scooby-Doo, Alien Invaders, because it's in the American Southwest. They meet another hippie, which is obviously an alien at the end, and plus they made like a spoof of it, or well, it's like a cross. Well, that thing's called Pooh's Adventures of Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders. Plus, I've seen it on YouTube. Plus, I've seen countless intros of some Scooby-Doo shows like Scooby-Doo New Mysteries that came out in the 80s. And, oh, get this, they made like a crossover between Scooby-Doo and Richard Rich. Well, it's like a package. Well, because with the success of that, Richard Rich crossover with Pac-Man and Little Rascals and the Monkey Cheese. The next, well, now Sesame Street. Sesame Street, like Scooby-Doo, came out in the same year. And it's still ongoing. Plus, they made also, I don't know, it was like weeks ago, or maybe, I don't remember. Well, they introduced a new character with autism. I can relate to that. I have little autism. And my guess, Ben can relate to that as well, too. And I like Sesame Street. The best segments are Elmo's World, apparently, because seriously, Elmo's kind of cute and stuff like that. And Big Bird, and well, I can name some like Big Bird, Oscar. Let's see, Elmo. I think Kermit made appearances in earlier episodes, or maybe in earlier seasons. Also, they made a 9/11 episode. I didn't watch that episode, thank God for that. Yeah, it was an episode with 9/11, stuff like that. Yeah. And because of that, I can't believe it. It's still ongoing. Plus, countless guest stars, plus like the human characters too. Sesame Street, it's like nostalgic. I enjoy it as a substitute episode once in my lifetime. Next up is JJ the Jet Plane. Not the model series, but the CGI series. I like JJ the Jet Plane. Well, it's like another show that talks about God. Well, I can make a separate list on cartoons to talk about God, like Cherub Wings, VeggieTales, and now JJ the Jet Plane. It was like during 2004 and maybe 2005. I was in preschool at the time. I watched JJ the Jet Plane a lot. I like the characters too. There's like JJ and Reverend Evan. I like Reverend Evan. And plus my mom did a perfect Herky the helicopter impersonation. If seriously, if I had a channel back then, I can film that and upload that to YouTube. Seriously, JJ's Jet Plane is pretty good. Plus, I've seen the intro for the model series, but I kind of like the CGI series over the model series because I've seen the model series. Well, I see full episodes of JJ's Jet Plane, and plus it's up on YouTube. I think the model series of it is up on YouTube too. Next up is, let's see, there's these four dudes, not the Wiggles. I talk about them, but they speak in a language I didn't understand. Well, it's probably with a vacuum cleaner, and I don't spell out for you. It's Teletubbies. Good almighty God, those things scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. I'm telling you, Teletubbies was alright, but it was on the verge of me trying lying down in a fetal position and suck my thumb. There's Tinky Winky, Lala, Poe, and the fourth guy. I don't remember. Well, some of the episodes were alright. Plus, I like the ending. Almost in the beginning of it, they made like out her baby's face and put it in the sun, for Christ's sake. I'm telling you that. Next up is, let's see. Uh, this one show is made by Session Workshop. I'm giving y'all hints here. This universe is probably by dragons, and they have like singing segments, and these two kids are, let's see, one of them's Emmy, and one of them's other is Max. Well, no racial, but I know in the country will call me racist, but who cares? Their names, well, they're Mexican kids. Hey, somebody said. Now, these two, I think they're transported to the land of dragons or something. And plus, well, these two dragons have like one body and two heads. I reference them to Thomas characters like, well, Zach is Gordon, that's his name, and Wheezy's James. Seriously, on occasions, I tend to do that because, seriously, it's just kind of fun. And this third dude they added, I didn't know his name. Well, I forgot his name. But I think it's like a last minute attempt to add a new character. I didn't know his name. Next up, oh yeah, kind of like, well, it's Dragon Tales apparently. Well, Dragon Tales was great. Well, sort of, but it had traditional cartoon animation. So what are you gonna do? Next up is Bear in the Big Blue House. I like the intro segments and the outro segments because one of my favorite characters out of all of them is Oja. Plus, I got a stuffed animal of him. I got from East for still have him because hey, it's perfectly normal to hold on to something nostalgic ever since you were born. I'm not ashamed of it. But yeah, plus it's kind of good. I like the characters, and they're great. Also made by Jim Henson Productions too. Next up is, let's see, there's like these two guys, an Asian girl and a black guy, and let's see, they create for cardboard boxes. Hey, seriously, if I was in that show, I use those. If I was in that, I use cardboard boxes to make tunnels for our layout in the future. Now, brace yourself because I'll say this once. Out of the box. Yeah. Plus, when I see the intro of it, it's kind of alright. They didn't use power tools or anything. Seriously, picture this: if you're like a character on that show, well, essentially it's a live action set. Seriously, if they use guest stars in there, I see no harm in that. No, no. I didn't want to do this, but I just want to go back to the Wiggles for a second here. Back in 1997, they made a Wiggles movie, Wiggles Magical Adventure, and also you can see the full movie up on YouTube. Just search here. No, screw it. I'm going to do it right now. Hold on. Yeah, seriously, bro, you can see the whole movie up on YouTube. The Wiggly movie. So there, you can seriously from Jim Jam TV. And guess what? They made it in and you can see the full movie or you can see it in parts. Seriously, it's up on YouTube for Christ's sake. Well, since when I first got on VHS, it seemed great. They used songs in the movie from different episodes, and I remember correctly that the movie was almost good, sort of. Seriously, and thus begins like Wiggles / Thomas Yowie fanfiction. Oh crap! Just get people ideas. Yeah. Plus, I'm gonna stop for a sec. So, I made a Thomas / Futurama fanfiction, and it's still up on YouTube. There's no way I'm gonna take that down. Maybe I can do like a Wiggles / Thomas fanfiction. Well, for me, I do crossover fanfictions only. Maybe if I could, like a producer for Thomas or the Wiggles, see this and they'll use that. So I don't know. Yeah. Plus, the Wiggles has new members. One female member and 2 male members. Because Greg, Jeff, and Murray, that's the name. That's their names. That's because they due to old age, apparently. And back in 2009, they experimented with a female member, just in case. Which is the Pink Wiggle. You can see the full 10-minute episode Going Bananas up on YouTube. Seriously, Kylie looks so freaking hot in that Thanksgiving black pants. Seriously, if I was on there, I'd dance with her any day. I'm telling you that, dude. Seriously, I'm telling you. Yeah, now next up is let's see. Let's see if I can think of one at the moment. Let's see. Here's one. Between the Lions. I've seen Psycho Pie O Rose Between the Lions, and it was pretty funny. Plus, I've seen the intro of it, and it's kind of great. And also there was this one dude named Fred Newman. Guess what? The guy's born in Georgia. He does his own sound effects. Seriously, if my guess is born in the 80s, if he was born in the 80s or maybe 60s. Maybe in the 80s he could be like a beatboxer or something. Say, that's a pretty good gig. He has a talent for it. Here, I'll seriously, I'll look him up on Wikipedia. Just give me a sec. Seriously, yep. Let's see. Let's see. F E. Let's see. F E R D. Fred. Alright, let's see. Alright, I found him. He's still alive. He was born in 1952, so I could be wrong here. He's 64 and he he was born in LaGrange. He's an actor, he's a voice actor. He's a sound effects artist. He's a comedian apparently. Let's see. He was nice in University of Georgia. He went to Harvard Business School, not Harvard, thank God. Yep, this is him. Performing sound effects. Pork chop? Dink? What the? He appeared in Grand Theft Auto. We're on Grand Theft Auto 2. Prior to the 2000 presidential election, Garrett Trudeau's comic strip Duke ran for president. Between the Lines. Wait a sec, he composed music for Doug and Pee Wee and J. Oliver. Plus he wrote stuff for Doug's first movie. Seriously, the guy's still alive. Yeah, I kinda liked him that what he did on sound effects. Which isn't bad. Seriously, he's got a talent. Oh, wait a second. I'll check Facebook for a sec. Alright, let's see. Alright, so what else? Let's see if I can get if I can get one more kid show, I think I should do it. Here's one, SpongeBob SquarePants. Well, back in 1999 or maybe 2000, I watched the pilot episode of SpongeBob. I kinda liked it. I kinda like pre-movie SpongeBob the best. I hated post-movie SpongeBob as well too. It kinda went down here dramatically. I just kinda like it. It's kinda like pre-movie SpongeBob the best. Well, my very character obviously is SpongeBob. He's the main character here. Yeah, I like the pilot the best because it has Help Wanted and time to meet Sandy in the first episode. So that was some of my kid shows that I used to watch. So I hope you guys enjoyed this two-part vlog. I, I sure did. So thanks for watching. Subscribe for more vlogs. Like, comment, turn on notifications, keep it awesome. I'll be doing a EAS EAS theme vlog about me getting fantasized with the emergency alert system. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace and means. Follow me on Twitter and yeah, it's been thanks for watching. It says next time. Peace and means.